Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com and I've got this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Pick a number now, 1 to 5, and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. Okay, you can have more than one number if you would like. If you have 5 numbers, that's a lot to think about. Let's go to the board right now. Okay, here we go. So I like to have a little vision first, and if you are new, please consider subscribing. All right, now what do I see? Okay, some beautiful fabric here, a woman, the tree of life in the background, but a watch, a gold watch overlaying the woman's face and the tree of life. It's about timing, okay? Maybe you're working on becoming a certain type of person, or how you want to be, you know, you're working towards it, but timing is part of it, okay? So it won't happen until you're well and truly ready for it to happen on the subconscious levels, obviously, not just what you want in your mind. Okay, now I'm seeing like a reel that's being of rope, a reel of rope that's being reeled in. It's like being out at sea and catching fish in a net. So these are the messages from your subconscious that you're trying to catch, so you can see what you're supposed to be doing with your life. Even if you don't understand those messages, or you don't even catch those messages, know that it's all happening anyway. Trust what the universe has in store for you. The card that comes up is the King of Swords. This is saying, despite whatever's happening in your subconscious, there is a time for practical decision making, okay? We can say, oh look, Mercury's retrograde, for example. I can't make a decision because Mercury's retrograde. This is saying continue on and take practical action with the sword of truth, okay? You can trust your mind to make a decision, even if you don't have all of the information at once. If you make a decision and you act on it, it's far easier to move or to change a moving ship than just, get a ship from dead stop and get it going again, okay? So make a decision, stop procrastinating, use the sword of truth. It might seem a bit hard or ruthless sometimes, because this energy can be, to make a decision, to move on with your life. So that might involve letting go of the past, or involve letting go of someone. But you will see here in the background, there's lots of small little butterflies there suggesting new growth, if you do make that decision to move forward. The King of Swords is seated here on a diamond, okay? So it's all about clear thinking, clarity of thought. Let the fogginess go and move forward. That's number 1. Number 2, what do I see for you? Okay, big parchment being unfurled in front of me. This is like really old, goes back to, your ancestors. Maybe even the 1500s, 1600s, around there in Europe, or perhaps England. And it's like authority figures, something to do with a proclamation by the king and an authority figure who is telling your ancestors what to do. Consequently, you might have an aversion to authority figures. I certainly did have for a very long time in my life. Even now, I'm a bit, sus, because they're basically telling you what to do, and really it's your life. You should be forming your own opinions, listening to your own heart and your own soul about what you do with your life. The card that comes up, I don't want that one, this one, the Hierophant. Okay, so this is somebody, here's an interesting thought. Somebody who goes along with the dictates of tradition and conservatism. You might not like being told what to do, but you're still listening to it, perhaps. Yeah, that's a question you can ask yourself. If you're listening to people telling you what to do with your life, maybe look at your reasons for that. Examine your own reasons for. It's fine to listen to people, don't get me wrong, but if you're not making your own decisions truly from your own volition, it's because you're giving your power away to somebody else, okay? And be careful on the social media platforms, including YouTube. I find a lot of noise on YouTube. It's somebody's opinion. It doesn't mean it's a fact, okay? I try, for example, always to tell you the truth, and that's the truth as I know it, but it doesn't mean it's the truth as you know it. Might be two different things. It's a good idea to educate yourself, study, okay? Doesn't mean necessarily following what's going on social media, because there's so much misinformation, but study the facts, the scientific facts. Even health influencers on YouTube are often wrong. That's what I find. You start off with something and then you think, well, that was wrong. I've been taking that supplement for 3 years because so-and-so told me to do it. And then they find out, there's all sorts of issues with it. However, for example, this is a book of life with 2 keys, knowledge and wisdom. I think it is. Anyway, if you've got another opinion, let me know. But if you're using knowledge and wisdom, then you can take action, but just beware of conforming to the dictates of authority and conservatism, because we all want to move forward, and you can't move forward if you're holding on to everything from the past. So this is a major arcana card. It can literally change your life. I'm not saying throw babies out with bathwater. There are some things from the past that are really good to know and useful, and you have to decide what, like an intestine. Be like your intestine and work out what food to keep and what food to get rid of, okay? So a major arcana that can change your life. Number three. What do I see? Okay, another watch. Here's a watch I can see. This is a very practical watch, and it's also one of those ones that's tested so that you can go down into the ocean so many meters and the watch won't fail. So a very utilitarian type watch. Spirit is suggesting that it's all about the timing. So it's not whether you do something yes or no, it's at what point you do it. That's equally as important as whether you do it or not. The card that comes out is going to be this one, the Knight of Pentacles, full of potential. Sometimes it can suggest a change in residence, but not always. Pentacles is a very earthly suite, so it can even be about your money, but the Knight is a younger type energy, not fully experienced, so of course be very careful. But it's all about exploring, and you might move to a new location in order to explore a new area, maybe even to do with a new job coming up, okay? That's the Knight of Pentacles, number 3. Number 4, what do I see for you? Oh gosh, these visions are more and more obtuse. In a cave, there's some caveman drawings here on the cave wall, some handprints and so forth. You could be getting in touch with some really ancient type of energy, maybe saying listen to your instincts, okay, without all the civilized sort of claptrap over the top. Instincts about food and safety, maybe breeding if you're up for it. If you got the energy, you may not have the energy for it. But it's basically saying get in touch with basics, okay? Your food, your shelter, and I'm going to go with that one. Who wants to come out? The Knight of Cups, another young energy. This is about feeling your feelings, and even now at my age, sometimes I get a feeling and I can't quite, name it, and say, well, what is that thing I'm feeling? and I haven't got a name for it. So it could be that new feelings are coming up that you don't know what to call them. But get in touch with your subconscious here. It's a knight, traditionally a male energy, but of course can be a woman as well. And getting in touch with the deeper emotional energies as he, they ride a lobster, as you do, okay? It's also a great time for socialising, but calling a halt at a reasonable time, and an offer could be refused. An offer could be made. I don't know why I said refused, but yeah, that's what, somebody might offer you something and you might say, no, I don't want to go there. Sometimes it could even be, like a romantic offer, perhaps. It's up to you. All right, that's number 4. Number 5. Number 5 is alive. What do I see? A vacuum cleaner. Vacuuming. Okay, this is all about cleaning up your act. Maybe there's something inside you that's not quite right. You need to sit and think about it and decide one way or the other. But yeah, getting things in order, getting organised, and you might even do that in your home as well. It's a good idea to clean and organise in your home, and while you're doing it, to be aware of the fact that's what you're doing in your actual subconscious as well. The card that comes up for you is the King of Pentacles. This is fabulous. It's great for your money. You could actually meet somebody like this, somebody who is usually quite generous. They've been successful in life, successful with money. You can see all these great grapes at the top. This is about taking some of the reward, having some time out and taking some of the reward for your hard work. Although it's Pentacles, it's great to think logically about money. There's a degree of intuition here. This person is actually quite a well-rounded person, although they might be most well known for their success in life, in business or to do with money. But there's a lot of intuition underneath that maybe other people don't necessarily notice. This person could help you out in some way, but it's probably with practical advice rather than actually giving you money. It's probably not that. All right, so there's our 5 cards for this week. Only one major arcana, which is more or less normal. 1 or 2 is more or less normal. King of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups, and King of Pentacles. So what strikes me is there's this sort of energy of maturity and experience and success, and then there's this energy of inexperience, youth, and potential. Okay, so 2 opposite sort of ends of the extremes, of the continuum. You might find these are within you, the experienced part of yourself that can get on and get the job done and do something and be successful, and then the inexperienced part of you who is still learning, perhaps. That's certainly me. I always find lots of things that I'm still learning. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope this has been useful for you. Just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. In America, they say Happy Holidays. Not really an Australian thing. If you don't believe in Christmas, that's fine. We wish you well anyway. Whatever religion, whatever, who cares? Doesn't matter what religion you are. It's just a spirit of being kind and giving, helping other people out. Helping. I must tell you, yesterday I was here, I could hear sirens going, and they were going, and then after 17 minutes I said to my husband, those sirens are still going. It's 17 minutes, and I don't know how long before I started timing them. Anyway, he said, that's the local fire brigade giving presents out to the children, going around all the streets in my town, giving out presents. I thought, that's what we need, community. Okay, so think about that and how you can help other people out as well. Okay, have a great holiday season, and I'll see you. I'll be continuing on. I don't stop in the holidays. Okay, I'll catch you later. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.